Great. So let's start beginning. So let me introduce you myself first. Let me start with small introduction. Introduction इसलिए है कि आप अगर जानना चाहते हो, मैं मेरा बैकग्राउंड भी बताऊंगा, अगर आप सीखना चाहते हो तो आप इनसे सीखिए जिसने you should understand where am I coming from, मैं कहाँ से आ रहा हूँ, मैं क्यों सब कुछ बोल रहा हूँ, मुझे क्या अधिकार है, right? You should at least from that angle look at that. Why am I introducing that? I'm not boosting myself here, right? It will not help you if I only boost. आपके लिए कुछ काम का होना चाहिए, right? वो तो उसके हिसाब से मैं मेरा कुछ बड़ापन नहीं दिखाने आया, ना मेरा बड़ापन सुनने के लिए यहाँ पे आए हो. You have come for a certain reason, and I'll promise you at the end of the webinar, I will make you that shift in your mind that there is a way out of psoriasis, and you start reversing your psoriasis right there and now. And if you wait till the end of the webinar, I'll give you an opportunity for you to join my program also. I'll show that. Okay, but at the end of the webinar, nothing now. Please do not ask any questions. I'm not seeing the chats. Neither I'm seeing the participants. And I'm just watching to my screen and I'm going to talk to you through the camera here. Okay, great. So my name is Anand Tarkot. I'm a non-psoriatic person after suffering for 25 odd years. And for the past 4 years, I've been free from psoriasis. I live a non-psoriatic life, a freedom lifestyle, which I call, and I promote this and I talk about this. I teach this in my programs also, right? I am a founder of Freedom from Psoriasis, that's the program name, and the Psoriasis Freedom Code. I have 2 programs, both are the same, just the 2 different names, there are 2 different structures to do it. Today you are here to know, and what I'm going to tell you here today is about 3 things. The 3 secrets you can call them about. इस सीक्रेट इसलिए बोलता हूँ कि अगर आपको मालूम नहीं था, आपसे छुपा के रखा तो सीक्रेट ही होगा, right? If it was not told to you, then it was a secret, right? So let's understand from that angle, right? I'm not opening something here. I have just discovered the way out of psoriasis, the way I did it. I'm going to tell you about that, right? The first thing is we've been told about the stress factor, right? How does, according to them, right? According to them, stress causes psoriasis, but what really in stress? I was so worried about understanding कि stress आता कहाँ, कौन सा stress यार, मैं तो stress लेने वाला आदमी नहीं हूँ, तो कौन सा stress? So I will bifurcate those stress. Probably you could know one part of it, the other parts of them I'll let you know in this point. Okay. The second point is what is psoriasis really about and what is the connection between them? How is that connected? Right? Only if you understand the connection, you could know how to fix the connection. अगर आपका कोई प्लग का कनेक्ट 3 वायर जुड़ते हैं आपके प्लग को, एक न्यूट्रल होता है, प्लस और माइनस होता है. अगर आपके 3 वायर जुड़ते हैं, एक अगर वायर निकल गया है तो निकला हुआ वायर पता होना चाहिए ना कौन सा निकला है वायर, तभी तो जोड़ोगे, right? So then only you will understand how to get that power back. So as a reason, you need to understand the missing link, and that missing link I'm going to tell you about that missing link here. How is it connected and how are we going to correct that link also of getting out of psoriasis? Okay. And third thing is very important. Psoriasis reversing is in your own hands. There is no medicine. There is no medicine. There is no medicine in allopathy which they're trying to give you, which is going to only suppress your psoriasis. And then nowadays they're trying to tell you that we don't have a cure to this. They straight away tell you on your face, and it becomes very difficult for us to digest that. Right? So it's in your own hands, and I'll tell you how to do that also. Right? So stay till the end of the webinar, and exactly I'll tell you how to get out of psoriasis. The people who stay till the end of the webinar, I'll give them an opportunity to join my program, an ultimate program to start reversing your psoriasis. It's an exclusive program which I'll show you also. I'm running a few offers for the next 48 hours. I've extended that offer for the next 48 hours. You could be seeing my mails also. And on that point, I'll show you that. And that is the last time you will see this, and I'll show you on that at the end of the webinar. Please hold on, please understand what the thing is, and then you come and join the program. Only if you are convinced, and I hope I can convince you that, and I promise you I can convince you that also. A bit of background of myself, as I told you, you should know where I'm at. मैं कहाँ से आ रहा हूँ, मैं क्यों बोल रहा हूँ, उसके हिसाब से मुझे देखिए, right? I have been a telecomer. I had worked with Ericsson for about 18 odd years in a corporate, and I was a COO also for one of the organizations in West Saharan Africa, managing about 22 odd countries, right? So I've been in that corporate world also, I understand, and I come from that angle to look at it also, right? And I've been traveling a lot. I've been a franchisor, right? I've been an entrepreneur. I have a dairy farm. I had a dairy farm raising 60 animals, 60 buffaloes, which I had. and then I became a brand builder, I became a franchisor, then a digital entrepreneur. Presently, I'm a digital entrepreneur where I market digital informations, right? And third, now presently, which I am, through this, what I'm trying to give you is the founder of Psoriasis Freedom Code and the Freedom from Psoriasis program. And now I'm a psoriasis freedom transformator. I call myself as a psoriasis freedom transformator just to designate myself to do that. And I'm a certified life coach also, right? Thanks for taking out time today again, right, for attending this webinar, which will tell you how to reverse the psoriasis sitting at your home comfort. You need not go to any spa, any retreat, neither to any dermatologist. Yes, you need not go to any dermatologist. That's what I'm trying to tell you here, right? It is not a skin problem, and you need not go to a dermatologist because they will not understand the way because they know what they know. So they'll treat you with the knowledge they have. If they don't know certain things, they're not going to tell you about that. They don't know about it, right? So from that angle, it will not help you to go to a dermatologist, and you need not go through any antibiotics or any harmful antibiotics or steroids, which will give you a side effect to it. You need not take any of those also. Everything 100% naturally. How can you reverse the psoriasis permanently for your life? Okay. I've spent a lot of time, money, research, and developing this webinar. Why? Because I love seeing people coming out of psoriasis. As I said, I once was there. I understand the pain of being down with psoriasis, and that's the reason I see whenever I see a person coming, I love them. I talk to them and understand. I cry with them sometimes also, because it's so painful. I've been to such a painful situation, right? For 25 odd years, I'll tell you about in brief in about 2-3 minutes of time what exactly all happened, and probably you will connect somewhere with me on that reason, because it's a very painful affair to be here, to be staying down with psoriasis. A lot of things get stuck into your life because of psoriasis. And exactly, I'll share those 3 secrets to come out of it. Don't worry about that, and don't even be afraid of being with psoriasis, because today you're going to hear out a way out of psoriasis only if you stay to the end of the webinar. But before I start, let me have something very important to tell you, right? Make sure you stay till the end. If you don't stay till the end, you will take an other conclusion out of a non-conclusive attended webinar. So if you leave somewhere in the middle, right, you will not get to know what exactly I was trying to tell you, and you will conclude that this is also not a way out of psoriasis, and psoriasis doesn't have any cure. If you want to stay with that, if you want to keep on living with psoriasis, then you can quit now or at the middle of the webinar. If you want to get out of psoriasis, please stay till the end of the webinar, okay? Make sure, and you make a promise to yourself. Don't promise me, I'm already out of psoriasis, I'm giving you a solution. I will give you my hand, my finger to get out of psoriasis only if you stay and understand and listen till the end of the webinar. Promise yourself to do that. Because my goal is here to help you and reverse your psoriasis. That can only happen if you stay till the end of the webinar. My mentors, whom I have been learning from, I have been coached by, I've been learning to Dr. B.M. Hegde, a cardiologist, but now a holistic teacher from the South. And I have been following Dr. Bruce Lipton, who's a stem cell scientist. I'll come there. Why stem cells, right? Stem cell scientist को क्यों follow कर रहा था? मैं बताऊंगा यहाँ, right? And my spiritual gurus are Sri Satyatma Tetraji, my family guru, and Sri Ravi Shankar ji, whom I follow for my spiritual things also, and my life things also along with him, right? And personal development, I've been trained by Bob Proctor, late Bob Proctor, and Team Harvaker also for my personal development, where I come from a life coach angle to do that. I'm certified gut health consultant. I'm a health, wellness, and a life coach, a nutritionist, and a mindset coach also. I spent more than 15 lakh rupees. I don't know, I've not counted after 4 years, last 4 years, I've not counted all of them. 15 लाख रुपए से ऊपर मैंने खर्चा किया है psoriasis पे निकलने के लिए, जुड़े रहने के लिए. निकलने के लिए तो बहुत कम पैसा लग गया था, but उसके ऊपर टिके रहने के लिए बहुत पैसा लग गया, right? To stay with psoriasis, I've spent 15 lakh rupees. To come out of psoriasis, it was fraction, right? So same thing, the fractional cost is what I'm going to transfer down to you people and make you understand that. So I took out the medicines and a lot of other side effects which were there. On this journey, I've been running a program and impacted about 4,000 odd people in my program. I drive a community of presently about 450 odd people, 198 odd people of that present batch are already out of psoriasis. 1,447 people in the program are already living a freedom lifestyle. With 90% success rate, I can tell you there is a 100% result out of the psoriasis program which I run. Not only psoriasis, which is not an autoimmune disease, any other ailment which is with sublining, it will be also cured out from you, because we are working on a holistic approach and towards a specific thing which we are working for your psoriasis. But I only expertise in psoriasis, rest are all going to be a bonus, right? These are my results. If you feel this is disturbing, right, you can put your camera off and I'll tell you when to come back and you come back. Okay, some pictures are disturbing, probably you will not be able to see them. This is what I was for about, I was not like this for 25 odd years. I was like this for about 10 to 12 odd years like this. This is my hand. You can match the line on the hands, right? They will not lie, right? People may lie their voices with a lot of AI interfaces nowadays, and change the phases probably also, but the lines on the hand which I'm showing you live now will not, right? You can take a screenshot of this and probably match that, and I'll tell you this is me who I'm sitting in front of you now. That's my calf also. It was oozing, it was bad, it was hurting, it was red, it was hard. I couldn't put my feet on the ground. मेरे पैर जमीन पे भी नहीं रख पाता था, इतना तकलीफ था. 5 साल तक तो बहुत तकलीफ हुई, बहुत मुश्किल आजमाए, बहुत कुछ गलत तरीके आजमाए थे और कुछ नहीं हुआ था. और 1 साल जब मैंने चालू किया मेरा psoriasis reversing, मैं लिखते गया. I kept on writing what I was supposed to be there. In 1 year's time, this was a result, right? I cleared about 90% of my psoriasis, and about a year later, I was 100% out of psoriasis. Do I get spots here and there? Probably I get it, but I don't look at them as psoriasis. Small things come up, but don't you get probably pimples hote hai ya kahi kuch daag lagta hai, same thing, right? I just treat them like that. I don't have psoriasis as such. I live, and neither me and neither in the program who have come out of psoriasis for the last 3.5 years have psoriasis now. They live 100% freedom lifestyle. They wear t-shirts, they are on their shorts, they got married, they're traveling abroad, they have done everything which was stuck because of psoriasis. Right? So why am I doing what I'm doing now? The primary reason, I feel the pain of people staying down with psoriasis. The second thing which I'm doing is, I was told 100,000 times probably that it is genetic. And it was told in front of my mother also. मेरे माँ के सामने बोला जाता था कि ये genetic है, आपका बेटा वैसे ही जिएगा जैसे आपने जीवन बिताया है. मेरे माँ को psoriasis था, उनका भी उम्र 76 है, राइट? उनको भी psoriasis नहीं है, राइट? बट उनके सामने बताया जाता था तो मुझे दुख होता था कि मेरे माँ को कैसे लगता होगा कि उनका बेटा भी इससे ही गुजरेगा. मेरा दुख मैं ले लेता शायद, है ना? I could have taken my pain. I was not that understanding that time. थोड़ा मैं probably about 26 when my mother used to take me there. 18 years के जब से देखा था, 21 years से जब से देखा था, तो मेरी माँ मुझे लेके जाती थी डर्मेटोलॉजी, जो जहाँ पे वो जाती थी, राइट? तो उन्होंने बोल दिया था कि जेनेटिक है. तो मुझे वो कभी कोई दुख लगता था, यार मेरे माँ को कैसे लगता होगा यार कि यार her son also has to go through. And I really understood that after certain time when I got married in 2002, right? And we didn't have a baby till 2004. Me and my wife love children, पर हमको बच्चा नहीं हो रहा था. 2 साल तक हमने ट्राई किया. We didn't have any family planning kind of thing. 2004 तक हमने बच्चा प्लान किया था, कुछ हुआ नहीं. बट जयपुर में थे तो डर्मेटोलॉजिस्ट के बाद गायनेकोलॉजिस्ट को जाके टेस्ट करवाया तो प्रॉब्लम मुझ में निकला, राइट? और मेरे वाइफ को उन्होंने क्लियर कर दिया कि उसमें कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, प्रॉब्लम मेरे में थी. और मुझे बोला गया था आई कैन नॉट फादर अ चाइल्ड फॉर माय एंटायर लाइफ बिकॉज my sperm counts were like 1 and 2, right? And my sperm counts were down because I was in stress, and उसकी वजह से psoriasis हुआ था. psoriasis की वजह से आपका sperm count भी नीचे गया, या stress की वजह से sperm count नीचे गया. Everything has gone for a cost, and you cannot father a child for your entire life. It was a slap on my face, but that gave me an event. That event gave me a purpose for my life. And in 2008 से लेके बहुत सारे changes हमने चालू किए. And that was the first thing that I understood, that a lot of things changes in you can make a lot of change in your whole life also. And in 2009, we were blessed with a baby girl. She's 14 years old now, right? And it is not genetic, let me tell you that, right? It was like that, and nothing was planned in that manner. But let me warn you, right? I didn't want any mother, father, sister, son, daughter, anyone to go through what I had gone through. And that's the very reason I do this, because I can sleep well if I can help someone to come out of psoriasis, right? And that is the reason I run this program also. Both the programs which I told you is the same program. And my mission presently is to help 100,000 people live a happy, healthy, and a psoriasis-freedom lifestyle, okay? And do not ignore, let me warn you, I'm not threatening you, neither I am pinching you. Do not ignore psoriasis, because this can cost you easily 10 to 15 lakh rupees. People watching from abroad, it can cost you easily in your country about 20 to 25 lakh rupees. And money apart, you could be having money to spend, but the pain which you will go through, the time which you will go through, the time which you will lose in your life is going to be very painful, right? So please do not ignore. This is the way. And since we started the program, the results have been very fantastic. A lot of people have given testimonials. They're all on my YouTube channels also. And all of them, all of these people who had come in my program have come out of psoriasis. They all had gone to a dermatologist. सब लोग dermatologist के पास जाके country या उनके city का या country का सबसे बड़े dermatologist को, skin specialist को मिलने के बाद भी, मैं मेरा बड़प्पन नहीं बोल रहा हूँ, पर जो उनको मालूम था कि dermatologist की जाने की जरूरत नहीं है, but nothing worked, कुछ काम नहीं किया. They just followed the same principles as I followed. जैसे मैंने 2 principles follow किए थे. कौन सा principles? 2 ही principles थे. Formula 1 जो मैं बोलता हूँ कि find a great mentor who believes in you and who has reversed, he or she has reversed a psoriasis. Because वही आपको बता सकता है कि कैसे निकल सकते हो psoriasis, right? बिना दवाई दिए, right? बिना दवाई दिए. Second thing, उनके साथ जुड़ जाओ. Form a community. Right? Come in a community of people, because your willpower is less than, so it is about your environment plays a bigger role than your own willpower. Your environment is stronger than your willpower. आप जो environment, जो माहौल बनाओगे, उनके साथ जुड़ के, जो 4 लोग जुड़ेंगे, 15, अभी तो 1500-1600 लोग जुड़े हैं प्रोग्राम में फिलहाल. अभी जो निकल चुके अलग है, बट अगर आप समझिए कि 1000 लोगों से आप जुड़े हो, और सब लोग, everyone is trying to come out of psoriasis with one goal which I am trying to give you. I lead that, and see the energy there. That's the reason. Join the community, be a part of the community, because आपको वो दिशा दिखाएगा, आपको वो वहां से हिम्मत दिलाएगा psoriasis से निकलने के लिए. ठीक है? So only sticking to these principles you can change your life. It is not going to help you to go to dermatologist. It is a simple strategy, follow, implement, and you start getting results, right? As I told you, I give you the 3 secrets or 3 formulas जो भी बताइए, जो information लेनी है, secrets बोलिए, जो भी बोलिए. The first one is the stress factor which have been told us. Let's go and understand कि क्या बताया गया था और कैसे बताया गया था, and how am I trying to tell you about it. So effect, I can tell you the first effect. First effect is, where do you feel the stress first? आपको अगर डर लगता है या स्ट्रेस लगता है, स्ट्रेस में क्या होता है, शायद आपको let's say डर लगता है, डर also is a stress. So where do you feel the stress first? डर कहाँ पे महसूस होता है? Let's say that I have this mobile in my hand and I drop it and I try and catch it. तो पहले कहाँ पे महसूस होता है आपको? Where do you, कहाँ पे महसूस होता है? Let me see the chats now a bit for a while. Where do you see that? Stomach. Yeah, who said that? Anandita. Great. Anandita. Yeah, okay, my name. But a female, great. Not an issue. So exactly, you feel in the stomach. It's not the stomach, it's the gut which actually feels that. I'll tell you what. Why? Why do you feel that in the gut first? In your, is that the reason you go pee and poo, then you release? जब आप release करते हो तब आपको ठंडा, आपको थोड़ा पानी पी लेके रिलीज कर देते हो, तो you feel better. Why? Because there is a connection between your brain and your gut, right? Your connection is there between the brain and the gut, which is called a gut-brain axis, and that is connected through a vagus, which it is connected through a nerve called vagus nerve. This is the one, right? I should have marked this. This is called a vagus nerve, which is connecting the brain and your gut. The vagus nerve is one nerve which starts from your brain and ends up in the gut, touching all the organs in your body, literally all the organs in your body. Why does it touch? Because to catch the responses and give the responses. ये दोनों चीजें जो है ये gut तैयार करता है. Because gut is your second brain. Because you cannot reach the brain. अगर stress जो एक पहला factor मैंने बता रहा था, effect number 1 जो बता रहा था, which is from your mental factor, which is from your emotional factors, which is because creating that stress also in your body. Emotions, psychological जो है, because you cannot reach your brain because there is something called BBB, blood-brain barrier, which I have shown you here also. You cannot reach there. That's the reason you need to reach your gut, because that's a second brain and you start repairing it from there. Okay, right? That's the second. Okay, I have here, there's a slide here. Vagus nerve. This is the one which is connecting your gut and the brain, because all your emotions, your mood depends on your gut behavior and the health. Because most of your 96% of your secretions, 70% 96% of your secretions, they happen in your gut for all the emotions which you go through, right? Your dopamine, oxytocin, secrotin, endorphin, all of those are secreted. The emotions are connected to your gut. All the secretions of these are being triggered by the gut. And that's the reason it is so important also. Okay, so now, correct, yeah, this is what I told about. So second effect, let's talk about the second one. The second one is the stress causes psoriasis. Everyone has been told about it, right? But what is the stress? So where does the stress come from? The first one I showed you about the psychological part to it, right? The mental, which you have stress. But is it only the brain which causes stress? Is it only the brain which causes stress? Right? No. Food also causes stress in your body. The major factor nowadays. Mental faculty, yes, definitely. And the second one is the food which is causing it. Then the emotions, then the psychological thing, then the physical. Physical in the sense if you have gone through a physical injury, right? Or some drug has caused, some medicines have caused you a side effect of that. Or probably you are living in a toxic environment, could be chemical environment or toxic mental environment also. Both, dono taraf se hai. So these are, when they go in excess, it causes stress. And stress, because your mind is connected, your brain, sorry, not the mind, your mind is somewhere else. Brain is connected to the gut, your gut gets compressed. And the compress gets into indigestion. And when it goes into indigestion, there is less nutrition absorption and there is anemia, which is causes it. So what's the connection to this to psoriasis? The psoriasis is a case juda hua. Let's look in further. Okay, so what is psoriasis really about? Is it really a skin problem? Okay, no. Because as I told you, when I left, I started a dairy farm in 2010. I left my Ericsson job in 2010. I started a dairy farm. I had a lot of milk. Mere paas bahut doodh tha, right? So doodh, I was converting that milk into milkshake and ice cream. So when I was searching for some new products, right, I want to come into something called a probiotic milk. And when I started looking into that, it was probiotic medical term tha. So bahut sari cheezein mere samne aane lagi, right? And I was following Dr. Bruce Lipton because of my stem cell issue. Mera sperm ke issues ke liye I was following Dr. Bruce Lipton from those days itself. So when he started talking about a lot of things connecting between the probiotics, and then I started following Dr. B.M. Hegde also. Both of them, right? Both of them they were telling me to observe one thing. Right? They said observe one thing, and I discovered that there's only one pattern. It's all about your gut health and the gut microbiome. What is the gut? I've been saying gut. Any idea what the gut is? Right? People on Zoom, can you let me know what do you mean about, what do you know about the gut? What is gut? People on my website, please, you cannot chat, you cannot see the chats, right? So on the Zoom, if you can let me know, what is it? No? Stomach, okay. So Gopal Krishnan, yeah, stomach. Okay, it's not not exactly the stomach area. The stomach, it is not of the intestine, exactly. Sanjeev Valluwalia, you're bang on intestine, but which part of the intestine? The large intestine. Okay, gut is the large part of the large intestine which is there, right? Not the small, not the part of the small intestine, majorly on the large intestine. And what are the gut and the gut microbiomes? Any idea? Same group, if I can get an answer, if you know about it. What are the gut microbiomes? Okay, let me go through it. Okay, so gut microbiomes are the good and the bad bacteria which you have been listening and hearing for years together. Not only bacteria, fungi, and all those things which are there, right? So it is not about it's about the good and the bad bacteria which live inside the microorganisms which live. They are living organisms. And do you know how many are there? Kitne hai wo? Kitne hai? There are 100 trillions, and they are in patterns. Ek ya do nahi hai wo. They outperform the number of cells of your body. So you are actually made of microbiomes. You are not made of cells, right? Because cells to 10 trillion kuch hai. These microbiomes are 100 trillions, and they are in patterns. वो पैटर्न में बदलते रहते हैं बिकॉज उनका काम रिस्पॉन्स देना होता है बॉडी से, सेंट्रल नर्वस सिस्टम से उसको रिस्पॉन्स देना पड़ता है बाहर क्या चल रहा है, राइट? इट इज लाइक सो अगर इनका हिसाब बराबर है, द काउंट इज राइट, द बैलेंस इज राइट, एंड द गट हेल्थ इज राइट, आपका इंटेस्टाइन इज नॉट पोरस बिकॉज योर लार्ज इंटेस्टाइन अगर पोरस है तो आपको अलग अलग इश्यूज चालू हो जाते हैं, राइट? सो दे आर कॉल्ड gut microbiome, gut health and the gut microbiomes. But what exactly in that? So what is it? It's like इतना emphasize क्यों है इसके ऊपर? Because ये धरती जैसा है. Your intestine, right? Your body is like earth, right? You are a part of the earth, right? And the earth balances its ecology through the fauna and the flora which is acts on the earth planet, right? Earth balances itself with the fauna and the flora of the ecology. Earth's ecology gets disturbed when the earth ka fauna flora disturb ho jata hai. Barabar? Earth ecology gets disturbed when the fauna and the flora of the earth gets disturbed because it survives on the fauna and the flora, the earth. The same way, gut health also and the gut ecology also gets disturbed when the gut microbiomes gets disturbed into it. They're called the fauna and the flora. It's called gut flora nowadays. Usko thora connection diya gaya hai with the earth connection which is there. They're called gut flora. If the gut flora or the gut microbiome ka balance bigat jata hai, your balance also goes off. Why? When the balance goes off, it is called gut dysbiosis. Gut imbalance kaha jata hai because gut is your immune system. Now people have discovered that 70% of your immune system lies into your gut, and everything is relied on your immune system. Your whole ecology of the body also is on the immune system, and your disbalance which has happened also is because of your immune system. What is coming on your skin, जो आपके skin के ऊपर दिख रहा है, वो skin के ऊपर क्यों दिख रहा है? Because there is some disbalance which has happened on your body. And why is it seeing on your skin? Skin के ऊपर क्यों दिख रहा है? अभी ये we understood that there is some imbalance which has gone wrong. It is not B12. B12 is nowhere related to this. B12 is 100% not related. B12 एक है चीज, but it is not. It is not the immune system. Okay. It affects the immune system definitely, but gut biases के बारे में it doesn't have any connection to B12 and all. Okay, so once this is disturbed, when the ecology is disturbed, there is a disturbance in your body, and the disturbance causes your gut to get compressed. Gut compress हो जाता है तो आपका indigestion होता है. तो indigestion हो गया तो फिर क्या होगा? What will happen if this is indigested? It will stay in your body. Then what will happen? Then let's learn the next part. Okay. because, right, reversing psoriasis in your own hand. Once the gut gets compressed and the compressed guts gets into indigestion, then this food which is left over or any indigested thing, let's say you eat, actually you eat from two places, your brain and your mouth. Whatever gets indigested from the thought level, from the mind level and from the food level, dono toxic. Whatever doesn't get digested is toxic. It creates toxicity in your body. It starts creating poison in your body. Okay, so let's understand how. Kaise, right? So the root cause of that is your food and the medicines which you are taking. Both the food which you're presently taking, everyone knows that non-vegetarian food is not easy to digest. And that's the reason it takes a longer time, because our intestines are not made to digest a non-vegetarian kind of a food, because our intestines are 27 feet long. And animals who eat non-vegetarian, their intestines are 5 and 6 feet only. So they can digest the food very easily. For us, to digest it and go through that 27 feet of intestine, it takes a hell lot of time. It takes 60 hours to get everything out. If you have eaten a non-vegetarian food, in 60 hours, how many times you have eaten again? So what will happen if you keep on eating that kind of thing? Second thing is the junk food, which everyone knows, right? Junk food, the problem hai, everyone knows about that. Junk food isliye problem hai because junk food contains a lot of oil into it, right? Oil, salt, and a lot of preservatives which are used into it, which are hard to digest. They don't get digested and they start becoming toxic in your body. Now, what is wrong in chole? What is wrong in samosa? What is wrong in paratha? What is wrong in uttappa? There's nothing wrong. They're all good foods. But the way they are prepared now, जिस हिसाब से उसको बनाया गया है, अभी बनाया जाता है, और जिस हिसाब से खाया जाता है, वो problem, right? There's nothing wrong in these foods. These are good foods. अच्छे खाने हैं, but अभी छोले, समोसे, पराठा, उत्तप्पा, but जिस हिसाब से खाया जाता है, जिस हिसाब से उसको बनाया जाता है, वो गलत है. और दूसरा चीज जो मैंने बताया कि आपकी दवाइयाँ, हर चीज के लिए आप दवाई लेते हो. सर दर्द हो गया दवाई, बदन दर्द हो गया दवाई, हर एक के लिए अलग. तो हर एक के लिए अलग है, तो हर एक के लिए कैसे हो सकते हैं, right? You cannot pop up medicines for every ailment what you have. Acidity ke liye, you easily pop up. A lot of people, I know a lot of people, cause they eat they take 2 or 3 medicines every day for some badan dard, acidity, something or the other. Neend nahi aa rahi. They all do not get digested. They're all antibiotics. If they are on a kind of antibiotic kind of thing, they will not get digested into it. And acidity ki goliya jo hai, acidity ki goliya, they create an intensity onto your liver straight away, right? And I'll talk about the functions of the liver, the importance of the liver in getting out this toxic which is there, right? And everything starts built up into a toxin level, and they start creating a traffic jam everywhere. The things which don't get digested, they start staying into the body and start getting into the different parts of the body, creating traffic jams. The traffic jams are in your intestines, your arteries, into your veins, all those things, and into everywhere. They start creating a traffic jam, and everything causes a stress in your body because the toxic has to go out. You cannot keep toxics in your body and live, right? So that's a stress in your body to get that toxic out. And that creates a lot of stress in your body and starts creating a lot of cortisols to get released to start working onto the stress which is there. That's a different part. Let's not go into that detail. But because the problem is they don't know how to work on this toxicity, right? So everything which they don't understand, they have made a bucket. What have they made? They have made a bucket, and that bucket is called autoimmune disease bucket, right? So everything which they don't understand, and make you understand what all autoimmune diseases are. Autoimmune means your body is killing yourself. It cannot. It's a hawk. ओके, इट कैन नॉट, आपकी आपकी आपका शरीर आपका खुद को नहीं मार सकता. इट इज नॉट दैट योर गुड सेल्स आर, योर बैड सेल्स आर ईटिंग द, it is not like that. It is not literally eating it, right? It is overgrowth of that kind of thing. Why? Because you're allowing to grow, right? तो toxics बढ़ रहे हैं तो वो toxicity बढ़ा रही है वो. But whatever they don't understand, they put everything in this autoimmune disease bucket. You know how many autoimmune diseases are there? Let me name a few. Thyroid is an autoimmune disease. Rheumatoid arthritis, anything inflation between your bones is an autoimmune disease for them. For them, rheumatoid arthritis is an autoimmune disease. Psoriatic arthritis is an autoimmune disease. Muscular pains, जो भी जितने हैं, cramps जितने भी आते हैं, also Parkinson also is a autoimmune disease for them. Skin में जितने हैं, psoriasis हो, dermis हो, lupus हो, eczema ho, all of them are an autoimmune disease. Different names. The reason, for us, the reason, the cause is the same. But they've been trying to find different reasons for everything which is not there. You can't find. Just get the toxic really out from your body. Stay away from all these toxins. Get the gut and the gut microbiomes right. It will work. Nervous system, your blood sugar levels, BP, everything is an autoimmune disease. Multiple sclerosis also is an autoimmune disease for them, because they don't understand the complexity from where it is coming from. Rightly, it is very simple to know, but difficult to understand. To hajam nahi ho pata wo, right? Because they want different names and different cause, different reasons to get into the different medicines for every disease which are there, which is not there, right? And you cannot get, because if you start doing one, thousands of them get disturbed into that. That's what happens as a side effect to do it. So your toxic remover, who is your toxic remover? Liver. Liver is a major toxic remover of your body. Liver uses 4 arms, right? It uses 4 arms. What are those 4 arms? Okay, liver is a major metabolizer of your body. Let's understand that first, right? Second thing is, liver produces a juice called bile, which actually digests your food also, right? Food को digest भी करता वही है, bile release करता है, और bile जाके gall bladder में रहता है. Gall bladder, then whatever food comes slowly, and whatever required amount of bile is sent to the stomach, right, to digest the food. वो acid बनने में उसको मदद करता है, digest करने को, break down करने के लिए. But it uses 4 other arms also to remove the toxic out from the body. It controls, it's a control system for those 4 arms. 4 हाथ यूज करता है. कौन से 4 हाथ है? ये है. एक तो है lungs, आपके lungs भी जो है आपको detoxify करते हैं. Second is your intestine, आपका gut, GI tract जो है वो आपको मदद कर बाहर निकालने, गंद बाहर निकालने के लिए मदद करता है. तीसरी चीज is skin, त्वचा, the biggest organ, सबसे बड़ा organ है body का skin, वो it is been used to detoxify. Your pores are used to detoxify your toxins out from your body. The fourth is your kidney. ये 4 हाथ है जहां से 4 तरीके हैं, 4 चैनल्स है जहां से वो टॉक्सिक बाहर निकालता है. अगर ये 4 में से कोई ना एक ना कोई उस वक्त गड़बड़ में है तो लोड डिस्ट्रीब्यूट हो जाता है बाकी तीनों के ऊपर. समझे कि अभी आपका लंग्स बराबर परफॉर्मेंस के हिसाब से बोल रहा हूं, खराब नहीं, परफॉर्मेंस के हिसाब से कम है, और आपका जीआई ट्रैक्ट भी, आपका जो इंटेस्टाइन है वो भी सिकड़ा हुआ है, राइट? दे बोथ आर नॉट फंक्शनिंग प्रॉपर्ली. देन द लोड विल कम वेयर? The load will go onto the skin, and the load will come onto the kidney, because ultimately बाहर तो निकालना पड़ेगा उसको. तो जो सही तरीका है वहां से निकालना, एक्सेस तरीके से बाहर निकालना चालू हो जाता है. जब एक्सेस तरीके से बाहर निकालना चालू करेगा स्किन से, your pores of the skin will be always open, and they are vulnerable for a disease which causes, and all this ये जब बाहर निकालना चालू कर देता है, आपका स्किन को एक नॉर्मल लेवल है, आपका स्किन की त्वचा जो है हर 28 दिन में बनती है. हर 28 दिन में your skin takes a rebirth. But when there's a detoxification happening like this 24/7, right, your cycle of your rebirth of your skin goes for a toss. वो हर 3-4 घंटे में, because pores open हो जाते हैं, there is a process होता है, एक उसको स्किन को रीबर्थ करने के लिए एक प्रोसेस है. जो हमको पता भी नहीं चलता, 28 दिन में निकल आते हैं हमारे नई स्किन, राइट, 28 दिन जो बोलिए, बट अभी ये 4 घंटे में निकलना चालू कर देता है, बिकॉज उसको लगता है कि अभी स्किन प्रोसेस चालू हो गई है, और हर 4 घंटे में आपका स्किन नया बनने लगता है, और वो स्केल्स बन जाते हैं, और वो जो प्रोसेस है वो इतना इरिटेबल बन जाता है कि आपको इचिंग होने लगता है वहां, राइट. So you need to slow down this process. How will you slow down the process? बाकी channels open करो, open the other channels so that detoxification also happens for the other channels also, and the load on the skin goes down. Simple, right? So this is what we are going to do when you are reversing the soil. You're going to आप अपना डिटॉक्सिफिकेशन का लोड स्किन के ऊपर से कम करोगे और बाकी चैनल्स में उसको डिस्ट्रीब्यूट, चैनलाइज करोगे. Got it? So this is psoriasis. This is the way you can reverse your psoriasis. So your psoriasis can be broadly in two categories. दो reasons हो सकते हैं. एक आपका improper diet और habits की वजह से हो सकता है, जो आपका गट एंड द गट माइक्रोबायोम को खराब कर सकता है. दूसरा चीज है कि वर्क, लाइफ प्रेशर, कॉम्प्लिकेशंस, इमोशंस, लॉस ऑफ लव्ड वंस, एंजाइटी, जो मेंटल हिसाब से जो है वो आपके, बिकॉज इट इज कनेक्टेड टू द गट, वो आपको गट को कंप्रेस करके खराब कर सकता है. नाउ यू हैव टू ऑप्शंस, राइट. आपके पास अभी दो ऑप्शंस है. You can go alone, right? आप खुद जा सकते हो, spend thousands of rupees or dollars, probably several lakh of rupees stuffing this and getting frustrated and wasting 3 to 10 years of your life finding कि कैसे किया जाए, right? आप खुद करना चाहो तो, और learn from the proven systems from somebody who has not just done this but actually mastered it and doing it with a community of people where I run that community also. And what if in the next 30 days you start living a brand new lifestyle, right? And if you want to do that, option 2 will be the right one, which I also chose when I was given this option, because option 2 में क्या क्या कर पाओगे? Let's see what you can do when you come out of psoriasis. We don't have big dreams, people with psoriasis, right? Let me tell you a few dreams of people of psoriasis. क्या क्या हो सकते हैं? Feeling confident and successful, जो अभी we are low on our confidence, you can start getting back doing that. You can wear whatever you want, shorts, shirts, t-shirts, skirts, sarees, swimming costumes. मेरे लिए सबसे बड़ा था, मुझे शॉर्ट्स पहनने थे पब्लिक में, राइट. आई मेड दैट एज माय गोल टू कम आउट ऑफ सोराइसिस. बाकी पेन तो बहुत था दुनिया का, राइट, बट मुझे शॉर्ट्स में लगभग 18 से 20 साल तक मैंने शॉर्ट्स पब्लिक में नहीं पहने थे, तो मैंने वो गोल बनाया था. यू कैन गो ऑन अ स्विमिंग पूल पे जा सकते हो, कॉस्ट्यूम्स पहन के जा सकते हो. You can go with your family on a beach also. You can walk on a beach where no one will even stare you at. सबसे बुरा हाल जब हमारा होता है जब कोई हमको स्टेयर करता है, वो सोराइसिस को देख, राइट. वो कभी नहीं होगा. सोशल, you can walk anywhere in a cafe, in a restaurant, in a शादी में जाओ, you can do all those things without being stared at, and आप गपशप आराम से कर सकते हो. जो आपको पहन के जाना है उस टाइम, छुपाना नहीं है. आपकी अगर रिलेशनशिप तंग हो चुकी है या आपने शादी नहीं की है, रुक गए हो, saying this is genetic, which is not. I'll tell you in about इसके बाद बताता हूँ क्यों जेनेटिक नहीं है, राइट. तो वो चालू कर सकते हो आप, राइट. अगर तंग हो गई है आपकी लाइफ बिकॉज ऑफ सोराइसिस, यू कैन गेट बेटर विद दैट ऑल्सो. और यू कैन स्टार्ट अटेंडिंग मैरिजेस ऑल्सो. शादियां में जाओ, झूम फिरो, जो करना है यू कैन, मस्ती कीजिए, पैसे बचाइए, majorly because you're going to save a lot of money on spending all those on those unnecessary steroids or biologicals or all those therapies, light therapy, वो therapy, med therapy, बहुत कुछ करते हैं लोग, which yes, you know, I also absorb from all those angles because that is what we see is like, because हमको ये बताया नहीं जाता कि अंदर से करना पड़ता है. कई लोगों को मालूम भी है कि अंदर से करना है, फिर कैसे करना मालूम नहीं है, right? Because the problem is the problem is because we suffer a lot because of the information which we don't know. We suffer a lot because the information which we don't know. It is not about what we cannot do. It's about the information ही मिलती नहीं है कि क्या है, right? So that is what I am coming from here also. And when I say it is not genetic, let me take another minute or so. Genetic इसलिए नहीं है because आपका genetics है ही नहीं वो. You are actually made of the gut microbiomes, right? When you're made of the gut microbiomes, then your genetics is from the gut microbiomes itself, right? You're not made of cells because cells are only 10 trillion. Your gut microbiomes are 100 trillions. So your genetics actually is the genetics of the gut microbiome. If you can fix the gut microbiomes, then your genetics also gets fixed. Your DNA also gets fixed because it is, everything is epigenetic. What is epigenetic? जिस माहौल में रहते हो उस हिसाब से बनते हो. That is epigenetics, right? So it is not about your genetics, it is about your epigenetics which comes from, and that is what you need to build from an environment which you do to, right? And now I want to give you people who are watching this training, video access or webinar which have been with the exclusive online program called Freedom from Psoriasis, only because you have stayed with me here, which I showed you. As I told you in the beginning also, I run that program also, and I'll give you this opportunity. So this is the blueprint of the psoriasis freedom program which is there. So this is layered in 3 parts. First is the information. I'll give you all the information which is required to start getting reversing psoriasis, because a lot of things are there in your mind कि हम इतना सारा भर के रखा है हमने दिमाग में कि psoriasis ये है, psoriasis वो है, psoriasis T12 है, psoriasis is autoimmune disease, psoriasis is that, psoriasis is genetic. मेरे माँ बाप को था. दोनों अगर दोनों पेरेंट्स को है तो 80% of the chances that your children also will get psoriasis. All false. All false. It's a false statement. So all those things I'll give you off from the scientifically proven, from all the information as a gut consultant also, as a nutritionist also, and other information from other experts in the community which I have been asking from also, and जुड़े हैं हमारे program के साथ. And then I'll tell you how to implement it. Now, once your thoughts are clear, once your things are clear of psoriasis, then I'll tell you how to do that. अगर आपकी दिशा ही बराबर नहीं है, right? अगर आपको मैंने information नहीं दी, your information is not right, then what is the use of giving you direction? You'll always go in the wrong direction because आपने वो दिमाग से निकाला ही नहीं है. That's the reason. First, the information. Take the information. Then I'll give you the direction. दिशा तब दिखाऊंगा कि उत्तर की तरफ जाए या दक्षिण की तरफ जाए या पूर्व की तरफ जाए, पश्चिम की तरफ जाए. North, south, east, west. I'll give you after that. Then I'll start holding you in the direction you should go, because जब किसी direction में जाएंगे तो कई रुकावट तो होगी, right? It is not going to be an easy task. Let me tell you, it is not going to be very easy. I'm not telling you, see, easy in sense, अगर आपके पास कोई ड्राइवर है जिसको रास्ता मालूम है, तो वो रास्ता अगर रास्ते में बाधा ना आए तो भी थोड़ा डिटूर लेके चला सकता है, right? Correct? So the driver is more important now, who is going to take you out of psoriasis. Right? So find that driver, find that mentor, find that coach who's going to take you out of psoriasis. You can look into me for that if you want to. So this is a layer of that freedom from psoriasis blueprint, information, implementation and consultation होता है. So how does this work? ये program कैसे करता है? How does the program work and how does it run also? So I've got all the recorded videos मेरे जो है psoriasis freedom blueprint, psoriasis freedom detox. Then you got Inner Circle World करके मेरे हैं. Then I've got 18 other books also which I have. Then you attend every Thursday group consultation call होता है हमारा. Every Thursday 7 बजे group consultation call होता है. फिर उसके बाद आप मेरे साथ 1-to-1 call पे जाओगे. पहले महीने में 2 calls होंगे, उसके बाद 1 call होगा. Right? Read the information detox which is there. Then there is a 21-day challenge and 90-day challenge which you will take with me and with the group of the community of people who will be doing together itself. Take the herbal medicines also. Medicines नहीं, ये supplements होते हैं, right? So these are supplements for your gut and the gut microbiomes which are there, which I have मैंने लिए थे. लेना है compulsory, it is not a compulsion. मैं बेचता हूँ, मैं नहीं बेचता. I don't sell you them. I'll tell you if you require. But what you require, what you not require, we will discuss and we will see and we will adjust the program according to what you require. How is you and what are you? आपका psoriasis कहाँ से आया है? Right? Understanding it from the mental faculty or your full faculty और दोनों तरफ से आया है उसके हिसाब से. Right? This is the program which is there. This program is designed to help you get freedom from psoriasis, and that will not find this information anywhere. आप अगर ढूंढने जाओगे तो शायद आपको एक 4-5 साल लगेंगे सबको जोड़ने के लिए, और आपको पहले खुद के ऊपर आजमाना पड़ेगा उसको, right? The goal here of the program to show how I can and my clients successfully have been free from psoriasis, doing it all naturally without any steroids or any side effects. And you can do the same just by replicating the same. राइट? उसको सिर्फ रेप्लिकेट कीजिए, थोड़ा उसको मैं चेंज कराऊंगा आपके हिसाब से बैठ के. You never work on your psoriasis unless you work on taking care of the gut and the gut microbiome. If you don't know how to take care of the gut and the gut microbiome, do not start even looking at psoriasis reversing, because you will screw it up somewhere, right? अगर गड़बड़ हो जाएगी. Why? Because you will waste a lot of time and pain and money which will be there. Probably you will have a lot of money to spend, but the pain, as I told you, it's more worst, and a time lapse which will happen there. So I sent a mail today on the same thing also. A lot of people could have read. Do I need to spend more researching for a better information, or do I need to spend more time acting on the information which you already have? It means that why do you want to reinvent the wheel when it's already there, right? Agar sari information hai, so look, freedom from psoriasis is with what we have huge advantage for everyone else. Why? Because ye hum roz karte hai, we do it every day in day out, and I have done it on myself, and a lot of people, 1400 odd people are already out doing this kind of psoriasis in the past 3 years to do it. Now I want to share this information with you also, and we have set aside a time to speak to you personally how we can help you and become free from psoriasis, starting a living a freedom lifestyle. ये कॉल होगा, this will be a Zoom call with me, which will be free of cost, which I'll start telling you how to do, and all the information will be given to it. मेरे पास अभी 230 लोगों की लिस्ट है, जिन लोगों ने अभी मेरा they are scheduling the calls. They are already scheduling a lot of calls which are already there. I can handle only 14 calls per week, and the next 5 days we want to apply for this call. आपको अगर call को apply करना है, you need to qualify for this, right? Why qualification? Because I need to understand if I can help you out, and if you are a right fit for the program also, right? So click that, apply that button below, जो अभी आपके screen पे आएगा. I'll share that link, and I need you people to apply for that call now. If you want to, you can do that, and click that link in the chat box. And okay, so that's the link in the chat box. People who are on my web page, or they're watching from YouTube, आप नीचे अगर देखिए तो अप्लाई नाउ करके एक बटन आएगा. अब अगर मेरे वेब पेज पे या यूट्यूब पे देख रहे हो, यूट्यूब पे नहीं, वेब पेज पे देख रहे हो, तो you will see a button below this video which you're watching. It says apply now. You can go and click that button, and that will take you to the page now, right? It will take you to the page which is going to take you to the booking page, and then that will start, you can start booking the call right there from now itself, right? Great. Great. See, what will happen when you go on that booking page, right? What will happen is you'll go on a link, you'll go on a page, something which will look like this, or then you can go and start कि इस टाइम में कौन से टाइम स्लॉट्स बाकी है, ये कौन सा 20 तारीख को, 21 तारीख को कौन से स्लॉट्स है. So you can do that, right? And you can do it from here itself. You can take it from here. 20 तारीख का, 21 तारीख का, you can choose that date, put your name and this, and there are some few questions. Just answer those questions and then schedule your event, and then we will meet there. It will be a live Zoom call with you, and we will talk there, and we will take it forward. What will happen after you book the call? As I said, after booking, you will apply. You'll be able to apply for a call with me, where Anand Tharkot would give you the advices also on your selected date and time. We'll go on a call. We'll take the call together and help about your health, discuss about your health and your psoriasis. And if you are a right fit for my program, and then Anand, I will tell you the way forward, how we will take it forward from there, and I'll give you additional details about the program there. So choose your path. Which path do you want to take? Path 1 or path 2, which is there. And click now, click that link, the link which is there, and book your call. And I'll see you on the other side. Okay. Thanks a lot. Thank you for being with me here.